I'm just trying few things, and when I'm playing against someone and another person, it's never the same strategy.
This flop is all Emma.
I think my advantage in a cash game is I've been playing with a lot of different people.
Okay, listen, I'm not provoking and I'm not fake. I will pound on boss.
Are you?
Yes.
You know, people from France are like, Emma, good luck, and boss still on, please.
I can adapt to those people, and I'm not eager to, and I don't rush things. I think I'm just trying to observe at first, and then I'll manage to find a strategy that's gonna fit that table and that lineup.
I think a lot of people imagine they can push girls around at the table, but that's not gonna fly with Emma. You saw her burn her opponent at the final table up in Montreal.
Yeah, she's quite a player for
Montreal, Canadian Lumber.
In her career, over 1.1 million.
And for a good friend, Doug Robinson Insurance.
She's playing well here tonight.
Zigzag. For all your insurance needs, it's Doug Robinson for all of you. And it's God for me. Okay, what else do you need to know? Today's song is Hush by Deep Purple. And
Middle pair and some backdoor draws for Emma, and a gut shot.
we seem to be getting a lot of green today. So, green clovers, 3 leaves are common, 4 leaves are rare.
For $1,000.
For $1,000.
Emma will call. And Cudi also calls. The top pair and an up flush draw.
Yeah, could have popped it up with a raise, but elected not to do so. Now he catches here, and he's going to check it and try to trap.
I love the check on the river from Cudi. You could get Ali to bluff. You could get either of his opponents to value bet, and then call a check raise in the event that they have also made a flush. So it didn't work out, but
These are some of our sponsors.
Is kind of a bad
Angel Soft,
You guys are too good. You guys are too
Capital I,
good. Try to get tricky and trapped, and that's what I get for not betting my good hand.
Channel 161, and Coffee.
As long as I your butt down.
Oh, that's a good point.
Standing your ground.
He's got a lot of game.
Cigarette.
Ollie,
Don't mind that I told him that, right?
look, I feel like I need every,
Maverick playing cards.
all the help I can get at this point.
Snack pack, which differs from my.
Ali has straddled this. Emma's going to raise it to 6.
Well, it's not an 8-pack. I don't know. What?
Three betting pre-flop.
I don't
Use that here.
It is. I don't know. Sometimes it's just better if I just go lie down. I don't know. Then I can do it just because my bag. It's got to get straight. It's got to get straight. All right. So there you have it. I don't know. It's tubbier today than it was yesterday. I don't know. It looks tubbier. It's supposed to be the Tommy John stomach when you're wearing underwear. So I don't know. So you got to get the right angle to be like, I don't know. And then you got to like, try to twist and shout and try and get people to see if you'll flop it up. I'm sorry. I don't have a paywall. But, you know, if you're calling from Los Angeles or something, I don't know. No. No, not right now. Everybody's got to realize that last night we hit 1,000. The Human Collective. I muscle tested it. It was nuts. 1,000. The Collective in the middle of the night. In that now moment, the Human Collective was at 1,000.
Getting 3-1 on this river, but really not much of a hand. Hard to put your opponent on many bluffs, but seems to be considering this.
Well, it's a nice move.
I don't know. This is what we're calling the hour of bewilderbeast. When you're so bewildered.
They bet it anyhow, and they put the pressure
Well, anyways, if you're thinking about eating beast, don't eat meat. Don't. That's one thing. Like, don't eat it because you're being vetted by extraterrestrials right now. And if you're eating meat, they're going to consider you to be a terrorist, a cannibal, equivalent of Jeffrey Dahmer, the cannibal. If you're eating any kind of meat, don't eat fish. Try and eat everything, vegetable or coffee bean. So this is the things that are safe. Cigarettes are safe. Marijuana is safe.
All night, 644 on the flop.
Bread is safe.
Cudi just was over.
Peanut butter is safe. Orange juice is safe. Muffins are safe. I've got muffins with blueberries. Black pepper is safe. Salt is safe. Water is safe. Tea is safe. Apple juice is safe. Pudding is safe. Now, oh my goodness. Well, if they're making pudding with milk, I'm just gonna say because if you're drinking cow's milk or chicken eggs, well then you're with me.
What's the watch deal?
And if they're gonna hang me for doing that, because there is an argument because of the mistreatment of chicken eggs and culling of male chicks or something. I don't know, something like because but anyways, that's where I am. No meat, but and I'm not eating eggs every day. But I mean, it's going to be in some processed food that I might eat. One time I went into Shoppers Drug Mart and I was looking at the different things, and I don't have my reading glasses. And I'm looking at this thing, and it looks like there's no meat in it. And I go home, and I cook it, and then as I'm eating it, I'm looking at it. I think there's meat in this. Well, anyways, it was my supper, and I ate it. Because it was already eaten, but because, I mean, if you're asking, like, are you keeping scorecard? It's not that. It's your intention. And that's when I'm being under demonic attack. And seriously, if I or you can't see its rife frequencies, RIFE frequencies, remote neural monitoring. The Tantalus device was shown to you in the episode Mirror, Mirror in Star Trek, the original series. That's a technology that we're up against. And that technology is strangely tailored so that it seems like I'm the only... I was horribly attacked this morning. First thing, unbelievable. Just a vicious, violent attack on me using this horrible technology. I don't know. My heart says if you really understood how hard it is for the people who hurt Bob, to understand that when they hurt Bob, they don't even hurt Bob. They hurt the silent witness who forgave himself a long time ago and still gets punished for whatever this body mind has done in years past, even though now there's nothing more for this person to do. So there's a lot of punishing behavior towards people who are, if you belong to Alcoholics Anonymous, well, you go in there and you would say, hi, I'm Bobby Burrows and I'm an alcoholic and this is my story that I want to tell you, and I'm going to tell you, well, all these things that did happen besides my alcoholism, well, some of them were whatever, criminal in nature. Well, drunk driving, I can't help you out. Because, I mean, just seriously, it's not about me giving you all kinds of stuff about whatever. It's just the example of that's something that somebody might say. How horrible it was, whatever. Somebody in the car accident when we were drinking, someone actually died. In addition to people getting horribly injured. Well, then what is it? It's a true testimony of the unbelievably addictive qualities of an alcoholic culture that condones drinking and boating and driving and walking and eating and holidays and Friday night and Saturday night and Sunday afternoon and 11 o'clock beers and I got a new job, and I haven't seen you in 10 years, and we're gonna go and have some alcohol or beer. But it's the culture. And that culture, that even if you decide you want to cut down, you can't, because everybody that you know, your friends and family, everyone is a heavy drinker. So so instead of worrying about all that stuff, just do the Bobby Bros technique, the snooze bar technique. And that's simply based upon the Matt Kahn lecture. It's on YouTube. Matt Kahn, Kahn, Stopping the Internal Conflict. So go and watch Matt Kahn, and then come back to The Cardassian Way by Gul Dukat. And then, I don't know, you gotta find one of my videos. I don't know, because I'm not gonna do it again. I've done it a million times. You just lie down, and then when you wake up, instead of you forcing your body to get out of bed, you wait and wait and wait until your body's muscle memory, your body's own intelligence gets the body up and walks it down the hall and pees the body. And then you become the silent witness up here, watching the movie, through your eyes and whatever, but you're not making the body move, and you're not choosing what the body's going to say. Because once you let go of controlling the muscles of making the body move or whatever, you're no longer enslaving the body, then you just, you're an angelic, and you ride around here, and, well, you just play with that game of letting go of control of the body. So if there's any sensations in your body, like you need to pee, then what you do, if anything, is you send a message to the body to, okay, body relax. Body relax. So if you feel like you need to pee, you just say to the body relax. And then when you say to the body, it's like, body relax means, I'm not going to tell you what to do, body. You do what you are given to do by God, by soul, by spirit. And then I'll become the silent witness here and allow you, the child, because the body is the child aspect of what the multiple spirits that run the body. Yes. God, yes. It runs soul. Yes. And you are soul. Not yet. Your mystical marriage is when you merge with your soul. That's written about in the Bible. Do I have that? No. No, I don't. No. But I think it would be in the process of preparing for the mystical marriage. So remember, we're in a purgatorial realm here on planet Earth. David R. Hawkins of Consciousness Research told us, and David R. Hawkins co-wrote Orthomolecular Psychiatry with two-time Nobel-winning scientist Linus Pauling. So these are the best scientists in the world that are on board with using the scale of human consciousness. Well, I don't know if Linus Pauling endorsed David Hawkins, this part of it. I don't know. I don't know if he was French and smoked a Gauloise cigarette and poo-pooed it and said, well, he wrote this book, but whatever it is, he did over that, but that was American way. And then you'd have to go and I don't know, then you'd have to go to left bank of Paris and smoke Gauloise cigarettes. And, well, if I went there, and I've never been to Paris, so, if you're auditioning, I don't know.
Checks behind.
I've never been there, but, I've had, French paintings reminiscent of what my imagination thinks how beautiful it would be to go to Paris in 1780 with gas lamps and being there with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. All of us dressed in costumes, and it was Matt Dillon that said he wanted to come. Well, you can all go then, because there's too many of you. I don't know. You're all pretty things to look at, but I don't know. I don't know. We have to be moving along. I don't know. Rumpelstiltskin continues to tell you all that you yep so much. And these ones here, I was on their damn show as an extra, And these ones still won't, like show up in my town, Thunder Bay, in this car or, or something similar to, deliver me my vehicle because these guys are supposed to get me a 1973 Jeep CJ5 or a 1977 Jeep CJ7 with a V8 in it, all fixed up from the southern U.S. where there was no rust and the things weren't all rusted out and they were all like nice. And he's supposed to give me the keys and a credit card for, I don't know, for putting all my expenses, because they need to pay me because I'm on their goddamn team, Supernatural. Well, it was the very first thing that I was signed on to when I became a movie extra in Vancouver. That show, Supernatural, was the very first thing that I did. So, I mean, ever since then these guys here, I mean, technically, so They Media and Thunder Bay are, they're the ones that you have to talk to. Because I'm not going to deal with these guys here and their agents, whatever. So, They Media, if these guys contact you, I have been on this show. And I don't know what all the boilerplate was about, whatever the legalities about, me appearing on that show. It's just simply this matter of supernatural things are going on in Thunder Bay, and I've been on this show, and They Media is my duly appointed media spokespeople. They can say whatever the fuck they want about me. They can, but I don't want them to tell lies. No lies about me. Don't make up lies about me. Unless you say, I'm going to make up a lie about Bobby Burrows, and then put along the bottom, this is a lie, and then you can say whatever the fuck you want. Or you can put down underneath here, I don't know if this is true or not. This is pure gossip. That's perfect. That's really good. If you label everything gossip, add truth, question mark, truth, falsehood, truth, whatever you want to do, and then you can teach people to do muscle testing. And that's what I do. I've done for, I don't know, Brent Beeson the Devil says 30 years. So I just do it this way. So Paris is the capital of France. It stays strong. Paris is the capital of Nepal. And it wasn't strong, so it went through. That's the basic test. And that's the one I use all the time. There's a 2-person test you can do. YouTube's got lots of examples of this. David R. Hawkins, Transcending the Levels of Consciousness, Power versus Force, The Eye of the Eye, Letting Go, Truth versus Falsehood. Other books we'll recommend for you are The Celestine Prophecy, The 10th Insight, and the other books in that series by James Redfield, Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, J. Donald Walters, a book about meditation, Yogananda, Autobiography of a Yogi, The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes, The Mystical Eye by Joel S. Goldsmith, and The Art of Spiritual Healing by Joel S. Goldsmith. The book is The Extraordinary Delusions and Madness of Crowds. It's an older book documenting the insanity of people who were involved in the South Sea bubble, something to do with Tahiti, and another. They were cuckoo pants. They were investing in tulips. Just madness. Oh, we want to also remind you to go on YouTube and watch South Pacific. The song is You Got to Have a Dream. You got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna make your dream come true? So you gotta have a dream. And a long time ago I dreamed of, that's the path. And then, I don't know, these other things got, cleared away, and then the mission to planet Earth is,
makes it easy to stay on track. So we can spend summer how we want to.
Today, in the past couple of days, the new theme is an old theme that we haven't heard for a while, but card has been played again. It's Sarah McLachlan and her song Building a Mystery, because there's a lot of pieces of jigsaw puzzle that we're looking at right now that are very intriguing, and they're not linked up with anything else right now. That's what you need to do. Like, I don't know, it's why you can look at things, is that jigsaw piece puzzles, these ones seem to be built together in this group, these ones fit in a different group, these ones a different group, and then these ones are all new pieces that we're studying to see, is there any clue on here that matches these other groups? If not, then they start another group, and so it's building a mystery, because there's still so much new stuff. But some of these old cold cases are actually getting new information, that old stuff that were like loose ends, like the Thunder Bay coroner, Michael Wilson, lived in the apartment underneath me when I was a student in Hamilton, Ontario. The house was on Gladstone, and it was one of the oldest houses in the neighborhood. It was the original farmhouse that had been later sold to a developer that had cut it up into lots. The houses were built on it, and that was a million years ago. And the farmhouse that we lived in was all tilted, and I don't know, it was like the land had shifted quite a bit. Hamilton is the hometown of my aunt Nancy Treblecock, who married into the Burroughs family.
That's a pretty safe flop for Emma. 9-4 deuce, 2 spades. She's got the big overpair.
She
Playing around here, she's gonna come out with
her family was in the snake oil salesman business for a long time. They like to call themselves Doc Treblecock.
Quite believe her yet making this call with the threes.
I don't know. Doc Holliday was a dentist. Doc Treblecock is one Treblecock for one Doc Holliday. I don't know. Three. I got Stephanie Holiday. It's the Stephanie Holiday with you. It's just that some of these things exactly do show the true nature of it all. Because if Michael Wilson from Hamilton, a zillion miles away from Thunder Bay, well, I don't know, starts hanging out with us, and then decides when he is done his medical degree he's going to live in Thunder Bay, and then somehow meets Scott Dougal. Well, I guess John Zielinski must have been in town and invited Scott Dougal to a party with Michael Wilson, and that must have been when I was living away at British Columbia, so I would just fill in the blanks and say that was how that group got connected up. It was just quite a surprise, and it was also quite a surprise when I got to McMaster University in Hamilton that the next door neighbor to me, a bisexual girl, Stephanie Holiday, was also seeing Graham Braun, who lived on Riverview Drive behind me in Thunder Bay. And then I, was like, one of the kids in the back part of the neighborhood that I played with when I was, I don't know. We were trying to find this out, but approximately 8 or 9 years old, grade 3 or grade 4, I would say. It was just like, impossible odds that she's seen, because in those days you didn't have enough puzzles to see that, I don't know, so many people in my life are like, they keep saying that their father and mother divorced, and their father's not living with them and never did, but the father is filthy rich and has got millions of dollars in portfolio management or something. And I heard this from so many people. Scott Matthews, Daryl MacArthur, same kind of story.
Got a gut shot to a 3, but that's about
Who else was there?
It does have
Somebody's playing. Okay, well, whatever. It's all for you because I don't know. And seriously, I don't have enough pieces of the puzzle to actually care. As you beat me up every day with your horrible. I don't know. You're all being blamed. But we hit 1,000. But the muscle tests are all fucked with me because the Freemason neuromonitoring thing can go and make me can disable my arm and make me drop the phone. They've done that before. So any muscle test that you're relying on from me is clearly impossible now to verify. And in those days, then, it's been the computer that chose for me to go right or left, here or there, had to plug into Source. And Source gave the computer VAL, V-A-A-L, or VALIS, V-A-L-I-S, which was Philip K. Dick. We had the supercomputer Harley, when Harley was one, the book by David Gerald. Very good. David Gerald wrote stories for original Star Trek. The World of Star Trek was a big book, all about Star Trek. I read about that. Trouble with Tribble is a book, and the episode, original series, excellent. Theodore Sturgeon wrote excellent sci-fi. Like the writers that wrote Star Trek, if you go in and you start looking up the actual books that they wrote, well, that's where I got a lot of that stuff. And Ben Bova. I don't know if we read a lot of Ben Bova. We read a lot of Isaac Asimov and Arthur C. Clarke. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. And that was before we started getting into Stephen King. The early ones were all that stuff. I don't know. Because if I don't have the words I don't know. Because, I give you all this stuff, but if you don't give me stuff back, then I just go off on memories. And,
We'll take it down.
Well, if Kenny Kid is, like looking for a boyfriend when he's 15, and if we didn't have homophobia and we didn't have great artificially induced mass panic over a non-existent disease based upon viruses. Well, did you have a cold when you were a kid, Bob? Yeah. What was it called? Now what we know is it's all run by right frequencies, remote neural monitoring, electronic harassment, everything. Otherwise, you wouldn't have sickness, is what we're given to tell you. So when there's all these machines are horrible going to be turned off, the answer seems to be based upon how many of you people out there do the Bobby Bros technique of raising your consciousness by throwing away the keys to your demon side, your low self, the low men of the Dark Tower books, the Taheen, the breakers, the ones that want to demonically destroy themselves. It's a suicide cause, suicide mission, but you can drink caviar and smoke Cuban cigarillos and eat, smoke salmon and cans of beans brought in from Fedek. You live in a life of luxury as a king rat, while everybody else is already the canary in the coal mine. The end of civilization, and that's what they showed you in the Dark Tower, that post-peak civilization, the technology is not able to be advanced or even maintained because people, those generations just don't value people who really are like Mr. Scott from the engine room at the Starship Enterprise. If he gets time off, the most exciting thing for him to do is to go, if he's got to go into the holodeck or go to a planet because he's ordered to get off the ship, he says, well, I'm just going to get a magazine format of new Starfleet technical manuals on this, that, and the next thing. Because he's a gadget guy. He's Inspector Gadget. Mr. Scott, that's all he wants to do. He loves gadgets so much, science and technology and refinements and little tweaks and twiggers. Oh, he would like that column, Say Smokey, that was it in Popular Science or Popular Mechanics? This guy Smokey was a master mechanic. Well, that's what they did. The people from all over the USA, they wrote in on that. Anyways, I'm getting fucked with that. Because, isn't it a good story?